going on, guys? Welcome back to Fishing with Nordbye. Sitting down here in Dad's man cave. He's right over here listening to me, but he's got some pretty big deer head on the walls. Anyways, this is an exciting video. Going to be telling you guys what kind of answers I got in the YouTube survey. Going to be giving the giveaway packages to you guys here at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. We had 164 people take the survey, so thank you to each one of you who went to my website, fishingwithnordbye.com, took the survey. I'm going to leave that survey up just in case you didn't take it. I'd still love your input and feedback on my YouTube fishing channel, but we're going to go over the results here. Thank you to each one of you who did take it, because I read through every single line. Your comments meant a lot to me, and yeah, I loved it. So let's get into the statistics, and I'm going to share just some results with you guys. Alright, so the oldest person who took the survey, 72 years old. The youngest was 10 years old, and the average age was 41 years old. Favorite fish caught, 124 people said largemouth. So if you wonder why I do so many largemouth bass fishing videos, that's typically my audience. 13 people said smallmouth, 2 said bluegill, 2 said catfish, 2 said crappie, or 10 said crappie, 2 said walleye, 2 said spotted bass, 1 said trout, and 6 people said other kinds of fish. Next question was, what type of fishing reel do you use the most? 123 people answered a bait caster. That's kind of higher than I thought it'd be. 33 people said spinning rod and reel, 6 people said a push button, and 1 person said a fly rod. So that's interesting. I might have to do some more bait caster tips. I also saw some questions in the survey about how do you set your bait caster so you don't get so many rat nests. So might have to do some videos on that. The purpose of this survey was for you guys to give me feedback so I know what kind of videos to make. So all this is very helpful. The next question was, how many times a week do you fish? I was surprised it was this high, but 87 people said they fish 2 to 5 times per week. That's a lot, you know. Sometimes I only get out 3 or 4 times a week, and over here on Christmas I've been in Missouri for the past 2 weeks. I got out and fished one day is all, but 87 people, more than once a week. And then we have 70 people said 1 time or less. The most type of videos people watch on YouTube are fishing and catching videos and instructional videos. So I try to do both of those in my videos. Those were the ones that got picked the most in the survey. Next question, when did you start watching Fishing with Nordbye? 69 people said within the past year. 63 people said within the past month. That's pretty high. And 31 people said since the start in January 2018. So thank you to you guys who've been there from the beginning. More people took this more recently, but I hope you stick with my channel, watch it grow. It's gone from 0 subscribers to 14,000 in 2 years here. The next question was, what do you want to learn about fishing? And 10 people said they want to learn how to read their graphs better, their depth finders better. 25 people said they'd like to learn different techniques for different types of baits. 15 said they'd like to learn various patterns for fishing, different seasonal patterns. And 20 people said they'd like to learn different ways to locate fish and find fish based on the weather conditions. So those are definitely some videos I'll be putting out this year in 2020 covering this type of stuff. So a lot of people put different answers to what they want to learn, but those were the most picked. If you guys hadn't heard, I have a Patreon account. It's a way you can support me being a YouTuber, and I want to throw out a few specific answers and videos I'm going to be creating for a few of my patrons that answered. We got Stephen Beck. I believe I pronounced that right. I'm not sure. I appreciate you. You said you wanted to learn more about electronics for offshore fishing. Definitely going to be doing that a ton on Lake Guntersville, graphing over schools of bass and crappie, maybe even bluegill, white bass, teaching people how to catch fish offshore. So thank you. Gary Griffin said he wants to learn different techniques for fishing and fishing in stained water. So definitely going to be covering that. Fish in stained water, you want to use baits that bass can see a little more, so sometimes your brighter colors, sometimes your darker colors. White and chartreuse is good, and black and blue is really good. I'll put some videos out about that. Chris Smith, he said he wanted to learn more about fishing coontail and punching eelgrass. So there's a ton of that on Lake Guntersville. I'm in the perfect spot to show you some videos on doing that. And this coming year, once the grass starts growing, it's going to be really good. Going to be punching a lot, so I'm excited too. Charles Noyes said he wanted to learn more about locating fish, the presentation to catch them, the best times to fish, and seasonal trends. So that's like 4 different questions all in one. So I'll be putting videos together. Each time I go out fishing, I try to share with you guys why I'm fishing, where I'm fishing, and why I'm using what I'm using. So I'll try to do more of that as I go, try to answer those questions along the way. I asked you guys what your favorite fishing lure, your favorite bait was to throw, and this is crazy. 42 people, that's 1/4 of the people who took my survey, said a jig was their favorite lure to use. 13 said a spinnerbait, 11 said a chatterbait, 23 said a Texas rig or a soft plastic worm, and 10 people said a frog or topwater. So I think topwater is probably my favorite. Frog fishing's definitely up there, and I love throwing all those. I asked you guys what your biggest fear was in fishing. Some of the most common answers I got: snakes, losing a big fish after it's on your line, or breaking it off. Getting skunked, that was probably the most common answer I got. Getting skunked the day out on the water, which kind of surprised me because it happens a decent amount, especially when fishing's super tough and you go out fishing anyway. But getting skunked, I think there's some worse fears, but yeah, it's not fun. Drowning was one. Getting hooked in the skin was another big one. Yeah, I've never had a snake in my boat, and I've never been hooked past the barb. Knock on wood. So hopefully we'll keep that streak going. I asked you guys what your dream was in life, just to kind of spur that question in your own life. What are your goals? What are you chasing in life? Obviously I have a passion for bass fishing, and that's what I love, and the Lord's blessed me with that. And I just wanted to hear some of your dreams, because we don't all have the same dreams. We don't all have the same passions. We have whatever the Lord's put in us to chase in our life. So a few answers I'm going to share with you guys. I read through them all. You guys are awesome. But being a police officer, teaching grandkids about the outdoors, living for the Lord, to love my family and be a good parent, be a history teacher, to be happy, to be the best parent I can to my kids, to keep my job and pay the bills, you know. Each one of us has a different dream in life, and God's blessed us with something unique to us. We're all made perfectly and wonderfully, thanks to the Lord. But chase your dream in life. You know, my go-to verse is cast your cares on the Lord and He'll sustain you. So whatever you're doing, just do it with the Lord, and He'll guide your path and make your path straight. I asked you guys what you want to know about me. So a ton of different questions, but I'm going to answer some of those. Biggest one, the most common one, was why did I move to Alabama? And just the opportunities. So, and then the next biggest question was what's my full-time job, since I'm not a full-time YouTuber. So they kind of go hand in hand. My full-time job, I work from home, and I manage grants and contracts for the government. And I moved to Alabama because I started working from home and was able to move. My wife wanted warmer weather. Can't blame her for that. I like the snow, I like ice fishing, but definitely more year-round fishing down there. And then we chose Guntersville. We went and checked it out. It's just the prime location for bass fishing and for opportunities. I didn't move there just for the YouTube channel. I moved there just for all fishing opportunities, and I'm loving it down there. So in Guntersville, I have 6 boat ramps within 10 minutes to my house. You guys ask why I fish Guntersville so much. It's because it's easy to go out there and make a video for an hour. Loving it. And then you have Chickamauga. All these lakes are within 2 hours. You got Chickamauga, Pickwick, Wheeler, Wilson, Neely Henry, Coosa River, Logan Martin. The list goes on and on. I haven't gotten to fish many of those yet, and I'm excited to this year. I purposefully signed up for the Southeastern Division in the Costas to fish lakes I've never fished before. So I'll be fishing Neely Henry, I'll be fishing Wheeler, and I'll be fishing Eufaula, which is 4 hours south of Guntersville there. So definitely excited for that. It's going to make me a better fisherman, getting out of my comfort zone and learning new bodies of water to fish. So I'll take you guys along the way, pre-fishing, practice, and through the tournament. So I hope you enjoy those videos. Those are going to come here in the spring and summer. Excited for those. So that's kind of why I moved to Alabama. The Lord just kind of led us there. Everything worked out. We found an amazing church to be part of, and we're loving it. Another guy asked what hobbies I have. Is fishing my only hobby? So by far that answer is no, it's not my only hobby. I enjoy so many different things. So obviously hunting, you can see these deer heads and the gun in the background. Grew up hunting with my dad. Love hunting. I've hunted twice while I've been back here on vacation. But I grew up playing about every sport you can think of: basketball, baseball, football, roller hockey, tennis, swimming, racquetball, you name it. I almost went to college to play racquetball. Love racquetball, but I haven't gotten to play in a little while. But I still play pickup basketball probably 2 or 3 times a week. So maybe I'll take you guys to the basketball court sometime. You can watch me play. But let me know if you wanna see that. So I love sports, love the outdoors, and I love going to church. We're involved there. Have a Bible study. My wife and I, we go to. Just passionate about living life and what God's blessed us with. So another question somebody asked was, how do I stay positive in life? This world can get you down. It can get you down on a daily basis, and it kind of goes in hand with the next question somebody asked was, do I find it hard to live for the Lord, and how do I get past struggles in my life and stay positive? So they kind of go hand in hand. There's daily struggles. It's a choice to be joyful. There's a joy in the Lord that's inside of me, and it just gives me a passion to do what I do, and it takes away my stress and my worry and just things that tug on me, and the Lord fills me up with His love and His joy. And I have to choose to rest in the Lord and in situations, and then He makes my path straight, and He provides peace in my life. That's how I stay positive. So if I find that I haven't been getting in God's Word, or I haven't been praying, or I haven't been focusing on the Lord, then I'm going to struggle that day or that week or however long it is. We go through dry seasons, but that's where I ultimately find my joy. So I encourage you, give the Lord control of your life, and He'll make you positive, He'll fill you up, and He'll pour out His blessings on you. Next question kind of related to that. What denomination of church do I go to? I just go to a Christian church. It's non-denominational. It's called Real Church. And all the different denominations really kind of compete. But overseas, where people are getting persecuted for their faith, there's no denominations. We all come together based on Jesus Christ dying for us and us living for Him. So I'm just a Christian. Next question, how do I find time to do what I do? It's really about planning and setting aside distractions. So every evening I could sit and watch TV for 2 or 3 hours before bed, or I could edit a video. You know, it takes about that long to edit each one of these videos for you guys. Or I could go out fishing for an hour or two, or I could stay at home and watch TV or play PlayStation, you know, or Xbox, which I do once in a while. But it's really about making choices, making the choice that you want to make. You set goals, and once you set goals, you have to plan out how you're going to accomplish those goals, and if you don't, you won't. You also got to cut things out of your life that aren't good for you. So, you know, if I'm watching 3 or 4 hours of TV a day, is that good for me? You know, should I be helping my wife with cooking and dishes and just simple stuff like that? You know, look at your life, evaluate what you have going on, and if you're struggling to find time to do something, like cut something out that doesn't belong. Next question, do I plan to fish the Major League Fishing, Bassmaster Elites, or FLW Tour soon? And my answer is I hope so. I'm striving for that. I fished the FLW Costas the past few years, and I'm going to continue to fish them. They're now just called the FLW Series. So those are 3 professional opens. The reason I'm only fishing 3 and I'm not fishing the Bassmaster Opens and other open divisions, I could actually fish 2 FLW Series Opens, but it costs about 10 grand to fish those 3 tournaments, just entry fees and travel expenses. So that's why I only fish those 3 right now. As soon as I can, I'd like to fish the Elites, Major League Fishing, or the FLW Tour. So definitely a goal of mine, and I'm working up towards that. It's going to happen one of these days, but we'll get there. Stick with me, we'll get there. Next question, what's my prayer life like? So thank you guys for asking all these questions about my faith. I love sharing it, but prayer life, it's fluctuates so much. I try to pray morning to start my day. That's the best day I have. If I put my focus in the Lord first thing, it sets the path for the rest of the day, and it's great. I try to pray at night, and then throughout the day, literally as things come up or I start worrying about something, I instantly pray, God, take this worry from me, and you have control over the situation. So I declare it to the Lord, and He gives me peace. So days I pray a lot. Days I don't pray very much. It's up and down. Definitely confidence is in the Lord. I pray all the time. So next question. Would I do a guided trip on Guntersville? And answer to that, yeah, I would. I did guided trips here in Missouri on Mazingo Lake. I haven't started guiding on Guntersville yet just because it's newer and I haven't fished it very much, but I've been doing all right. This summer, I think when bass get on the ledges, I'm really going to be on them, I hope. So I'd be happy to take some of you guys out on a guided trip. Just shoot me a message on Facebook or Instagram if you want to go out on a guided trip, and we'll see if we can make it happen. That'd be great. Next question, how old am I? 26 years old, so I'm past the halfway mark to 50. Next question, what are my dreams and goals? So my dream since I've been 3 has always been to be a professional bass fisherman, and I'm gonna keep that goal at the top. The next goal is just to fish full time. So I'm getting there. I don't know how long it's going to be. I've said a year or two, but we'll see how it goes. The next question is how do I have so much confidence in the Lord? And thinking about that, that's a good question. It's a deep question. It's an area that I have a strength in, and the reason I have such strong confidence in the Lord is because what He's done in my life. I could tell you guys countless stories that the Lord's just led my life and laid out a path for me. I'll just share a little one with you guys. I'll share more as my YouTube channel goes on, but it's just obvious God's hand over my life. So I gave my life to the Lord in high school. I've always prayed if fishing isn't something He wants me to pursue, that He would make it obvious and shut the door. But He continues to open it. So I'll just start with the first FLW coast I went to fish, the first professional open. My dad and I, we go down to Lake Dardanelle in Arkansas. It's like 8 or 9 hours away. And we get there the first day, we're going to pre-fish, and it's pouring rain. So we couldn't just launch the boat. We couldn't go fishing. And there's this guy behind us in a boat. And we go over to him, he's messing with his graph in the rain, and we start talking to him. It's pouring, and I'm asking him, you know, are you going to fish the Costa? Because so many people were there ready to fish the tournament that week. And he said, no, I'm actually just a local fisherman. And he started showing me all these spots on his graph to go fish. He's like, you got to check this area out, and you got to drive way back through this river channel and through these flats. You got to go on plane, and you got to check these areas out. So he was showing me these areas to go check out. And Dad and I went and fished them. We caught some fish. And he said, call him up later, let him know how we did. So I called him up later, and he said, hey, come pick me up. I'm going to hop in your boat, take you to some spots, and just show you how to run this lake. Because Lake Dardanelle's a river system, so many flats, and you'll wreck your boat trying to get in these back areas. So he hops on my boat. He proceeds to stay on the boat with Dad and I for 2 hours, just out of his own offer. And we drive over these flats that are miles long, and you got like a foot or two of water, and we're up on plane going like 65 miles an hour to get over these flats, and we get back in these areas and fish. And he just showed us all this stuff, and I dropped him off, and he ends up handing me $200 walking off my boat, just dropping him off at the dock, and didn't say much, said good luck in the tournament. And I'm like, wow. So obviously the Lord blessing me in that situation. But I go on, I cash my first check in FLW Costa. I think I finished 37th, made $2,400. And I call him up after the tournament on my drive home, and he starts telling me that his dad's a pastor, and he felt the Lord saying, you need to bless this young man. And he spoke words of encouragement over my life for 30 minutes, and I was bawling on the way home. So, yeah, pretty cool stuff. That's just one small story of how the Lord's blessed my life and made my path straight. Next question, what lure do I struggle with the most? Oh, gosh. I hate to say it, but a rattle trap. And moving to Guntersville, I haven't used a rattle trap too much around here, but on Lake Guntersville, a rattle trap is super popular, and I've started to throw it a bunch. And you'll see in one of my latest videos, my wife caught like a 6-pounder on a trap, so we're starting to throw them. So that's the lure I struggle with the most, just because I haven't fished it very much. And there's been different lures in the past, but once I get on a bite and get some confidence in it, I start using it a lot. So I assume the trap will be the same way. Last question, what do I like to hunt? I'm a really big archery hunter for deer. So I like shooting a compound bow. I'll probably be hunting in Alabama. If you guys would like to see some hunting videos, comment down below and I'll see what I can do for next year. I know YouTube's pretty particular about what they let you put out on YouTube for hunting, but I could look into making some hunting videos for you guys if that's something you're interested in. I want to give a shout out to Chris Wiltfong. Thanks for watching my videos and sharing my successes with your friends, and really appreciate you watching since day one. I want to give another shout out to Chris Thurman. He's been asking me to wade a creek and make a creek fishing video for like a year now, and I just haven't made the time, haven't found a creek in my area, and just moving. There's so many opportunities to bass fish, and my passion for bass fishing and taking the boat, I just haven't made a creek fishing video yet, but I will one of these days. I drive over a few creeks every now and then, and a couple of them I've been thinking I need to go fish that because there's some creek fishermen subscribers and you're one of them. So yeah, I'll be making that video. If others want to see a creek fishing video, let me know too. But thank you for watching my videos. I want to hit on just one last question, and then we're going to get to the giveaway, give away some exciting packages. So the last question was asking you guys if you have any suggestions for me. So many people said to keep sharing my faith. They encouraged me to put the Lord in my videos. So thank you for that. I definitely will. This channel is always going to be a good, fun, clean, kid-friendly channel. Hope to teach you guys things along the way. Somebody said they want to see more of Scout. And how old is he? He turns 2 years old in May. So he's about a year and a half. And he'll be in a ton of fishing videos, more so when the weather's warmer this spring and summer. Some people thanked me for responding to all the comments and said keep doing this, and my viewers feel connected. So I'll always try to answer your guys' comments you leave me down below and connect with you guys. So the channel's growing, but I'll continue to do that as much as I can. Sometimes I have my wife respond to them, but yeah. So thanks for interacting with me. I appreciate that. Somebody suggested using my drone in more videos. Funny story, I was actually out on the lake filming Boyd Duckett, making some videos for ducket fishing, and I crashed my drone into a tree and then it fell in the water, and I got it back, sent it into DJI to repair. I paid $650 for the drone. They told me it was going to be $1,050 to fix, so that's unfortunate. I got to get a new drone now, but yeah, love using the drone. I'll get a new one. I'll be putting it in more videos. Somebody said they'd like to see more simple tips, how to fish the lure, how to read the graph, why I'm fishing where I am. So I'll try to explain that more in some videos coming up. And then somebody said more third-person angles because the chest mount I use all the time can make you dizzy. So if others agree, please let me know. I'll definitely try to put some more third-person angles in my videos regardless. It takes another GoPro or two sometimes. I probably need to get like a YOLO Tech stick. That way it stays charged and my third-person camera can keep recording. So I'll look into doing that, get some more shots for you guys to make it easier to watch my videos. Alright, now it's time for what you guys have been waiting for, the giveaway. 164 people took the survey. That means I'm adding another package of baits on top of what I put in the video for you guys. So if you didn't see that video, I'm giving away a live target package, a Cadence rod and reel highest quality spinning combo. I'm giving away a bullet weights package, everything from punching weights to drop shot weights. I'm giving away Katana hooks package, everything from Ned rig hooks, wide gap hooks, scrounger heads, their stagger head, and giving away reaction strike baits, a jerk bait, you know, we got some swim baits, kind of like their little chunky shed, giving away castaic baits, their swim baits and stuff as well, big boot tails, giving away tight lines UV, big old 15-inch worms to little beavers and Senkos, and I'm giving away Fish Hawk Tackle and Wizard Custom Tackle baits. I have my signature spinner bait, a ton of jigs. You guys have seen their wire jigs a lot, so those are the packages I'm giving away. I have my survey numbered here, so I got people numbered from 1 to 164. My dad's sitting over here right now. He had no idea I was going to do this. Dad, I want you to pick the first giveaway winner, a number between 1 and 164.
137.
137. All right. So the first winner of the live target package, you said 137. It is Stephen Beck. So you are actually the first winner. I didn't plan that. You're one of my patrons, so thank you so much. I'm glad that worked out. You won the live target package. So if you win one of these giveaways, send your address to Instagram or Facebook. Just shoot me a message, and I'll get these shipped out to you guys. So that's awesome. I'm happy you won that. So he won the live target package. That's awesome. Congrats, man. Next, we're giving away a rod and reel spinning combo. Dad, say another number.
11.
11. All right. Number 11. I'm scrolling up and down so I can see the lines. We got Andrew Cheek. So Andrew, same thing goes to you. You get a rod and reel from Cadence Fishing. An amazing setup. Shoot me your address. We'll get that sent out. Next package, a bullet weights package. Let's get another number, Dad.
113.
113. All right. Chris Sweat, or Sweet. Chris Sweat, S-W-E-A-T. You won the next package, bullet weights. So same goes for you. Shoot me your address. Next one, Katana Hooks package.
150.
150. That's doing these high numbers. 150, we have Sawyer K. You just put the letter K for your last name. Same goes for you. Shoot me your address. I'll get the Katana Hooks package sent out to you. If you guys are hearing all that jingling in the background, that's Dad's dogs running around. He's got a little Yorkie and a big black lab. So I hope that's not annoying. Next one, Reaction Strike package. One more number, Dad.
5.
5. All right, that's my lucky number, 5. Thomas Palmer. Thomas Palmer, you won the Reaction Strike package. Same goes for you. Shoot me your address. We'll get it shipped out. Thanks for filling out the survey. Next is a Castaic package. What number we got?
164.
The last person that took it. All right. Gary Griffin. And you won the Castaic package, so congrats. Shoot me a message on Facebook or Instagram. Same goes. You will win the Castaic big old swim bait package. All right, next is a Tight Lines UV package. What number, Dad? He's got to think about this one.
67.
67. All right. Ben Simon. Ben Simon. You won the Tight Lines UV pack. You guys know I fish a ton of Tight Lines UV soft plastics. Awesome lures. Same goes for you. Reach out to me. Send me your address. We'll ship that out. Last giveaway package, guys. I actually threw 2 extra in here. Last giveaway package. My signature spinnerbait. All those jigs. You know, the Mo Bling rig. The Alabama rig style bait. One more number, Dad. What's it going to be?
43.
43. Peter Kennedy, you have won the Fish Hog and Wizard Tackle bait package. So thank you guys. I don't know any of you in person who just won the giveaway. I don't know any of you guys. So I really appreciate you subscribing to my YouTube channel. I appreciate all of you for watching my videos. It's going to be big stuff coming. Things are getting real exciting. You saw we just launched the apparel line. We just launched the website. And if you haven't read the roots on my website, I give you a background of how I started from when I was young to kind of where I got to today. So I know a few of you asked that. I wrote some paragraphs there that explains it in a little more detail. But yeah, and then you heard me mention the Patreon site. If you want to support my YouTube channel, help me make more fishing videos for you guys, you now have that option on Patreon. You can click on the support tab on my website, Fishing with Nordbye, and you can become a patron today. I'm going to eventually do some really cool stuff for patrons, but yeah, you can help support me monthly if that's something you're interested in doing. Alright, so I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. I hope you have a wonderful New Year's Eve tonight and a wonderful New Year. As you go into 2020, I want to share scripture with you guys for a new year. The scripture is Psalms 27:13 and 14. It says, I remain confident in this. I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait for the Lord, be strong, and take heart, and wait for the Lord. It says it twice there, guys. So as you're going into 2020, definitely let the Lord lead you each and every day, and you'll be blessed more than you can imagine, and He'll make your paths straight. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. More fishing videos to come. Get excited here on Fishing with Nordbye. We'll see you guys next time.